Hey guys, Nick Espinosa, your chief security fanatic here. And before we dive into our topic, I've really got to say the FTC, or Federal Trade Commission, has really been on a roll lately. They have a new task force that is going after big social media platforms and big tech, and they are just knocking it out of the park. I literally did a video, I think it was yesterday, on fake Amazon reviews, and they're going after a company for that. Today, we're going to be talking about TikTok. Now, if you're not familiar with TikTok, they bought Musical.ly. Now, if you're not familiar with Musical.ly and TikTok, they're now one platform. And I did a video on them I want to say late October, early November of 2018, because it was October of 2018, I believe, that they blew the doors off of everybody. They had more downloads than Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Take your social media platform pick. So by virtue of that, they became a major player. Now, TikTok also happens to be a Chinese-based company. They are owned by a company in China that has very close ties to the Beijing government. Now, basically, the FTC just leveled the largest fine ever against an organization that has violated the COPPA or COPPA, and that fine is $5.7 million. Now, if you are wondering what the COPPA is, it is simply this. It is the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. And basically, if you are a person under 13 years old, it requires parental consent for you basically, if you're a social media platform, to store data on that child. And here's where we are. The allegations are basically that their app knowingly and illegally stored names, email addresses, and locations of users under 13 years old. I've also done a video on TikTok and Musical.ly before as well, aside from the fact that it's a Beijing company and we've got data of our American kids and other kids around the globe doing stupid stuff on Musical.ly and TikTok. And basically what this is you can record yourself dancing around a video and all that. I did a video on basically underage kids being very risque, and that was a haven for child predators. And there was an entire article about how a guy was just looking up all of this information because his daughter wanted to be on the site, and he got basically linked and directed to a whole bunch of underage girls doing a whole bunch of risque things. And so this platform hasn't exactly been, in everybody's woohoo kind of bucket here. And so this comes on the heels of that. Now, part of the reason for this severe fine, and I'm got my notes here, might be because TikTok received thousands of complaints from concerned parents over this specific thing, but they didn't change any of their business practices. The FTC went on and said, and I quote, "The operators of Musical.ly, now known as TikTok, knew many children were using the app, but they still failed to seek parental consent before collecting names, email addresses, and other personal information from users under the age of 13. Now, the app reportedly has deleted preteens' accounts when the parents have requested them to do that, but it still held on to the kids' personal information, even if it was on the back end. And so that's a serious problem, aside from the fact we've got a whole bunch of people that are not Chinese, doing this, and maybe we've got somebody doing something very stupid on Musical.ly that's now being stored, and 20 years from now, they're going to run for Congress, and now these videos are going to surface. That's a serious problem in terms of intelligence gathering, and we are always being data mined in social media. Now it's happening to children, and they're not getting consent. So this is a good move by the FTC, at least that's my opinion, and I'd love to know your thoughts about this, because obviously this is a very serious thing, and when we're talking about kids, we usually don't like to play around with that. So that is your news of the day. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP. Thanks, guys.